Do you guys want to hear a crazy story about a client of ours who woke up thinking he was using cocaine and ended up being charged with distribution of heroin and DUI? He was facing 3 to 5 years in state prison and literally thought his life as a non-felon was over. Let me tell you about how we helped him get his life back on track. Hi, my name is Daniel Rosenberg. I'm a criminal defense attorney and the founding partner of Rosenberg, Perry & Associates. It is also my personal goal and passion to provide education to individuals about the legal justice system before they become involved and entrenched in the system. As part of my practice, I regularly speak with individuals who have been charged with either a crime or DUI, and sometimes both. A common concern that a lot of my clients have is that they feel that the evidence against them is strong and they have no real sense of hope. And this client absolutely had no hope in the outcome of his case. So this client woke up one morning thinking he was doing what he had done on other mornings, which is to get up and use cocaine. But what he didn't know was that the drug he was using was not cocaine. In fact, he was ingesting heroin. Less than an hour later, he was falling asleep behind the wheel, was involved in a motor vehicle accident, and was charged with a felony and DUI. This client was absolutely at fault for the accident, had provided some statements to law enforcement indicating that he ingested what he thought was cocaine, and it turned out later to be heroin. He was arrested and subject to a search, and what they found was over 20 bags of heroin. As a result, our client was charged with his second offense, DUI, possession with intent to distribute heroin, and possession of heroin. But because our client acted quickly and contacted us immediately after being released, we were able to implement a strategic defense strategy, which resulted in all of the felony charges being dismissed and the DUI being amended to a reckless driving. This was our game plan and how we were able to avoid the felony and DUI convictions. After we spoke to our client, he indicated that he was all right from the accident, he was shaken up, but that law enforcement had spoken to him and asked him to provide some information to try to help benefit him and reduce his charges. We advised him to immediately invoke his right to remain silent and not to say anything. We then contacted the prosecutor's office and asked for these charges to be downgraded. We were told in no uncertain terms, this case is very serious, we are not downgrading any charges. He would have to plead guilty to a felony, be subject to 3 years of monitoring, and had to plead guilty to the DUI. Our client wanted the case over. Our client felt that he had no hope in the case. He wanted to accept the offer. We advised him to reject the offer as we thought he could do better. He listened to our advice. We advised the prosecutor that he was not accepting the offer, and we reiterated our request for the charges to be downgraded. We were told they weren't being downgraded, but we waited. Over a year later, all of the charges were downgraded and sent to the municipal court level. We then began litigating the case at the municipal court level. We were able to analyze all of the discovery, and what we found is the blood draw that they conducted on our client was in violation of state law, and they could not introduce the blood results. Ultimately, after nearly 9 months of litigating at the municipal court level, we were able to achieve a result whereby he pled guilty to a misdemeanor offense, a reckless driving charge, and the DUI charge was completely dismissed. He also had no period of probation and no drug or alcohol monitoring as a result of this conviction. Today, our client absolutely has hope for his future. He does not have any felony convictions, and he doesn't have any monitoring or supervision by the court. Avoiding these consequences has allowed our client to obtain more favorable employment since the resolution of his case. So the point of this story is, you can see how hiring the right attorney who knows the law, who knows how to implement an effective defense strategy, can make all the difference in the world. Now, I'm not saying that hiring an attorney is going to make everything magically go away, but hiring a diligent, compassionate, and effective attorney is going to put you in the best possible position for the best possible result. And that's what we all want. Your attorneys want the best result for you, and you want the best result for you and your circumstances. So if you or someone you know has been charged with a drug crime or DUI, we're here to help. Contact our office. We'll take the time we need to discuss your case and give you all of your options, and we do all of this free of charge. So if you like what you're seeing in this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if there are any topics you'd like to learn more about, please be sure to leave a comment below or contact my office and let us know. We are criminal trial attorneys. We have your back. That's what we do.